Exiting the annals of the First Era, we find ourselves in the tumultuous aftermath of Emperor Riemann III's demise, a pivotal event that thrust the Second Empire into a whirlwind of uncertainty. His untimely demise at the hands of the Morag Tong, a secretive faction of Dunmer assassins, sent shockwaves through the realms. The tragic loss extended to his heir, Prince Julek, whose life was also claimed in the sinister plot. In the wake of this chaos, a new figure emerged to grasp the reins of power, Versidue Shea, an Akaviri potentate hailing from the Saisahan lineage. With firm resolve, Shea assumed stewardship of the empire, heralding the dawn of the Second Era. The inauguration of the Second Era marked a period of transition and reconciliation, as conflicts that had marred the closing chapters of the First Era began to find resolution. Notably, the protracted strife between the Empire and Morrowind drew to a close with the signing of a historic treaty, bringing an end to the fourscore war that had ravaged the lands. Against this backdrop of tentative peace, the year 101 witnessed the emergence of a modest yet enigmatic guild, the Stargazers. Dedicated to the celestial arts, they delved into the mysteries of the heavens, probing the intricate tapestry of stars and their arcane significance. As the annals of history unfurled, the year 120 ushered in a new era of stability, tinged with triumph, as Baroness Vianna the Pure ascended to her enduring reign over Lenlin and Hammerfell. Her ascent to power was not without trials, for she vanquished the malevolent sisterhood of Daedra worshippers who sought to ensnare the realm in darkness. Yet her reign was not destined to endure unchallenged, as the fates decreed her passing in the year 148, after a tenure marked by valor and virtue. The year 182 witnessed the dawn of a new chapter in the annals of Elsewhere, as Zabite and Jo ascended to lead the realm. Meanwhile, in the frigid expanses of the north, the year 184 bore witness to a legendary feat of valor, as the Dragon Guard vanquished the fearsome Grakrendog, a terror that had laid waste to the hinterlands of Winterhold and Eastmarch. Amidst these triumphs, the year 227 mourned the passing of a luminary of Alide wisdom, Tujani Fire, whose teachings illuminated the path of knowledge for generations to come. In the year 230, the arcane landscape of Tamriel witnessed a momentous development with the founding of the Mages Guild under the aegis of Vanus Galerion. A prodigy of the Sigic Order, Galerion embarked on a mission to democratize magical knowledge, shunning the esoteric confines of his alma mater in favor of an institution open to all who sought enlightenment. Yet the seeds of discord lay dormant within the guild's halls, as ideological differences between Galerion and his erstwhile colleague, Mannimarco, threatened to sow strife. The year 231 heralded the inception of the Order of the Lamp, stalwart guardians entrusted with safeguarding the Mages Guild against external threats. However, amidst these efforts to preserve order, the specter of conflict loomed large over Tamriel. In a moment of crisis, Versidue Shea invoked martial law, seeking to quell the fires of rebellion that raged across the empire. Thus began a protracted struggle for dominance, culminating in the consolidation of power under Shea's imperium, with the Imperial Legion standing as the vanguard of his authority. Amidst the ebb and flow of empires, the year 284 witnessed the establishment of the famed Dragon Tail Tavern, a bastion of camaraderie amidst the tempestuous seas of Stras Makai. Venturing further into the annals of the Second Era, the year 301 witnessed the birth of the Kingdom of Camlorn in the verdant heartlands of High Rock, a testament to the enduring spirit of civilization amidst the vicissitudes of history. Yet, even as kingdoms rose and fell, the year 309 bore witness to the union of Anaquina and Palatine under the banner of Elsewhere, a pact forged in the crucible of ambition and intrigue. However, the dream of unity soon gave way to discord, as social fissures threatened to tear the fledgling nation asunder. It was only through the wisdom of Ritha Ridatha, who ascended to the mantle of leadership, that peace was restored, ushering in an era of harmony guided by the lunar rhythms of Mesa and Secunda. In the year 311, the revelation of Ritha Ridatha's Ridhotha Epiphany reverberated the temples of Elsewhere, casting a luminous beacon of enlightenment upon the faithful. Meanwhile, the year 320 brought with it a new challenge to the empire's stability, as brigands and bandits proliferated in the absence of standing armies. In response, Dinier's Vez, known as the Iron, forged the Safim, a cadre of mercenaries sworn to uphold order amidst the chaos that threatened to engulf the realm. In the year 321 of the Second Era, the Safim, having traversed the length and breadth of Tamriel, emerged as paragons of martial prowess, garnering widespread acclaim and adulation. This pivotal moment in their history coincided with a watershed event, their official sanctioning as the Fighters Guild under the auspices of the Guilds Act. Crafted to regulate the myriad guilds that proliferated within the annals of the Second Empire, this legislative edict bore the imprimatur of Versidue Shea, the potentate whose authority held sway over the realm. Enshrined within the Guilds Act were provisions that codified the operations of various guilds, ranging from the mundane to the esoteric. Among the hallowed ranks of sanctioned guilds stood the tinkers, cobblers, prostitutes, scribes, architects, brewers, vintners, weavers, rat catchers, furriers, cooks, astrologers, healers, tailors, minstrels, barristers, and most notably the Magers and Fighters Guild. Each guild played a pivotal role in the socio-economic fabric of the empire, their activities regulated and overseen by imperial decree. Yet, even as the empire basked in the glow of newfound prosperity, shadows lurked on the periphery, heralding the dawn of an era fraught with treachery and intrigue. In the year 324 of the Second Era, the indomitable reign of Versidue Shea, the Akaviri potentate, met a grisly end at the hands of the Morag Tong, a clandestine order of assassins whose tendrils extended across the realm. The walls of Shea's personal palace in Senchal bore witness to the macabre tableau of his demise, the crimson sigils of the Morag Tong emblazoned in his blood. In the wake of Shea's assassination, his son, Savrian Korak, ascended to the mantle of potentate, inheriting the mantle of imperial authority amidst a maelstrom of uncertainty. Unlike his illustrious progenitor, Korak's rule was marked by tumult and discord, his tenure marred by crises that tested the empire's resilience. Yet, amidst the chaos that engulfed the realm, Chorak's legacy endured, as he sought to redress the grievances of vassal kingdoms and reconcile the fractures that threatened to rend the empire asunder. The year 342 ushered in a new chapter in the annals of Daggerfall, as Donald Delane, scion of the noble house Delane, ascended to the throne, his reign destined to leave an indelible mark upon the kingdom. Meanwhile, the year 358 witnessed the emergence of a shadowy specter, the Dark Brotherhood, whose nefarious deeds cast a pall of fear and uncertainty across the realm. Though shrouded in secrecy, whispers of their clandestine activities reverberated through the corridors of power, their influence insidious and far-reaching. In the year 360, the machinations of the Dark Brotherhood culminated in the earliest recorded instance of an individual seeking their services, an ominous portent of the chaos that lay ahead. Arla Mahera, Queen of Hagath in Hammerfell, invoked their dread name in her quest for vengeance, her actions setting in motion a chain of events that would reshape the destiny of Tamriel. As the 5th century of the Second Era dawned, the realm stood on the precipice of uncertainty, teetering on the brink of upheaval and strife. Amidst the swirling currents of political intrigue, the tranquil enclave of Cormont emerged as a crucible of scandal and controversy in the year 406. The revelation of illicit liaisons between Bosmer nobility and local denizens ignited a firestorm of scandal, engulfing the sleepy trading post in a tempest of intrigue and betrayal. In the aftermath of the scandal, Cormont became a cauldron of ambition and deceit, its streets teeming with opportunists and fortune seekers eager to capitalize on the chaos. As the year 408 dawned, the realm of Daggerfall was plunged into mourning with the passing of Queen Sylvie, a beloved matriarch whose loss cast a shadow over the kingdom. Yet, even as grief gripped the hearts of her subjects, darker forces lurked in the shadows, poised to strike at the heart of the realm. In the year 409, King Anton narrowly escaped assassination, the poisoned darts of would-be assailants serving as a grim testament to the perils that besieged the throne. In the year 418, amidst the throes of a werewolf crisis that gripped the realm of High Rock, a beacon of hope emerged in the form of Abner Tharn, a scion of noble lineage destined for greatness. Meanwhile, the year 420 witnessed tensions reaching a boiling point between the towns of Cormont and Newjoy in Valenwood, as adherence to the Green Pact sparked a conflagration of violence that threatened to engulf the region in chaos. Yet, even as the realms of men and Mer teetered on the brink of uncertainty, the closing of the Second Empire loomed on the horizon. In the year 430 of the Second Era, Savrian Korak, the last potentate to hold sway over the crumbling edifice of imperial authority, met his demise, heralding the collapse of the once mighty empire. As the specter of oblivion loomed large, the fate of Tamriel hung in the balance, its future uncertain amidst the tumult of revolution and upheaval. In the aftermath of the Second Empire's collapse, the year 431 brought forth a tempest of uncertainty and upheaval to the realm of Skyrim. The reverberations of King Logrolf's assassination echoed throughout the land, casting a pall of uncertainty over the kingdom's future. Jarl Svartor of Solitude seized upon the chaos to challenge the legitimacy of Logrolf's heir, igniting a bitter feud that would sunder Skyrim's unity. As tensions reached a boiling point, a moot was convened to arbitrate the kingdom's fate. Yet, despite the deliberations of nobles and luminaries, consensus remained elusive, resulting in the division of Skyrim into eastern and western domains. The western realm fell under the dominion of Svartor of Solitude and his descendants, while the eastern kingdom came under the stewardship of Queen Freydis and her progeny from Windhelm. Meanwhile, to the west, the beleaguered citadel of Orsinium faced its darkest hour as Breton and Redguard forces laid siege to its walls for the second time in history. The onslaught proved relentless, sending the Orcish inhabitants fleeing in disarray, their dreams of a unified homeland shattered amidst the carnage. In the year 432, amidst the turmoil that engulfed Tamriel, a beacon of hope emerged in the city of Kvatch. Kavor Marula, a devoted warrior priest of Akatosh, breathed new life into the ancient Order of the Hour, resurrecting the venerable institution charged with safeguarding the Akatosh chantry and its adherents. However, amidst the resurgence of ancient orders, a troubling inconsistency emerged in the annals of history. In the year 434, King Maxivian of Daggerfall purportedly dispatched the Pale Watch, a knightly order, to prevent the reconstruction of Orsinium. Yet, this assertion clashed with existing lore, as King Anton I of Daggerfall reigned unchallenged during this period. The conundrum underscored the complexities of reconciling disparate sources within the rich tapestry of Tamriel's history. In an effort to rectify the discrepancy, scholars proposed an alternative narrative, positing that it was indeed King Anton I who dispatched the Pale Watch to thwart the Orcish resurgence. By aligning disparate accounts, this revisionist approach sought to reconcile conflicting lore while preserving the integrity of Tamriel's historical record. In the year 435, the tranquility of northwestern Valenwood was shattered by the incursion of the Lamia, a race of serpentine amphibious beings who unleashed chaos upon the land. Possessing formidable intelligence and mastery of arcane arts, the Lamia posed a dire threat to Tamriel's denizens, their insidious machinations threatening to plunge the realm into darkness. The passing of King Anton I in the year 450 marked a turning point in Daggerfall's history, as his daughter Danella ascended to the throne, ushering in a new era of governance. Yet even as the kingdom grappled with succession, the machinations of power continued unabated, shaping the destiny of Daggerfall and its subjects. In the year 465, Abnathan assumed the mantle of Chancellor of the Elder Council, serving as a stalwart guardian of imperial tradition amidst the turmoil that gripped Tamriel. Meanwhile, in Falkreath, Jarl Hakvid emerged as a beacon of resilience, avenging his father's death at the hands of Yashnag Groyazgu, a feat that earned him the sobriquet Yashnag Slayer and restored stability to the region. Yet, even as the realm celebrated Hakvid's triumph, unrest brewed in Kvatch, where the populace rose up in revolt against the priests of Akatosh. The Order of the Hour's intervention quelled the uprising. but the scars of discontent lingered, casting a shadow over the city's future. In the year 480, Kvatch once again found itself besieged, this time by the charismatic orc marauder Baz Swordbreaker and his brigands. The Order of the Hour's valiant defense earned them newfound respect and authority, empowering them to marshal their forces in times of religious crisis. Amidst the turmoil that gripped Tamriel, the year 486 bore witness to a naval skirmish off the coast of Alinor, as King Hidulf's forces clashed with a fleet of Maramo invaders. Though the battle proved costly, the surviving Altmeri ship provided invaluable insight into the enigmatic land of Peandania, a testament to the enduring spirit of exploration amidst the chaos of war. In the year 489, amidst the lush forests of Valenwood, birthplace of the Bosmer, the seeds of the Black Sap movement took root. Its purpose? To codify the Bosmer's adherence to the Green Pact, aiming to prevent any future misunderstandings and tragedies akin to the New Joy massacre. Meanwhile, the realm of Daggerfall mourned the passing of King Anton II. With his demise, the crown passed to his sole surviving heir, Bergamot, who ascended as King Bergamot of Daggerfall. Moving forward to the year 521, a future luminary of Wayrest, Emeric, drew his first breath in the halls of Cumberland. Under the tutelage of his father, Earl Peric, Emeric delved into the intricacies of economics while honing his martial prowess. As summer's warmth bathed the land, he rode alongside the mounted escort of Evermore, confronting bandits, goblins, and reachmen. In the adjacent realm of High Rock, the coronation of Helbert of House Branke marked the year 522. His reign over Shornhelm began, setting the stage for his legacy to unfold. A decade later, in 532, the birth of Prince Philogon, Helbert's son, heralded a new chapter in the kingdom's history. Meanwhile, in the heart of Colovia, the year 536 saw the arrival of Varin Aquilarios, born into the noble lineage of a duke. Even in his infancy, whispers of destiny encircled him, foretelling a future entwined with the fate of Tamriel. The year 540 bore witness to a foiled plot against the esteemed primate Phrastus of the Akatosh Chantry, a testament to the vigilance of the Order of the Hour. Yet, amidst the shadows, Dukarak the Black Drake rose to prominence. By 541, he had amassed a formidable following, uniting the scattered reachmen under his banner. His ambitions extended beyond conquest, culminating in his marriage to Viraxia Tharn, solidifying his claim to the Empire's throne. With the dawn of 542 came a tide of turmoil. Dukarak's forces laid siege to the city of Evermore, toppling its defenses and ensnaring it in chaos. Yet, Duke Blaise Gumard emerged as a beacon of hope, reclaiming the city and ascending to its rulership. But Dukarak's insatiable hunger for power knew no bounds. He turned his gaze toward Wayrest, its walls standing as a bulwark against his advance. For 57 grueling days and nights, the city endured his onslaught, its resilience a testament to its people. In the end, it was Emeric of Cumberland who delivered the fatal blow, casting down the would-be tyrant. The aftermath of Dukarak's aggression birthed an alliance of necessity. The kings of Daggerfall, Wayrest, Camlorn, Evermore, and Shornhelm, scarred by conflict, forged the Daggerfall Covenant, pledging solidarity in the face of adversity. Amidst the upheaval, the mantle of leadership in Shornhelm passed to a new hand. In 546, King Hurlbut's demise paved the way for Prince Ranzer's ascension, albeit amidst whispers of intrigue and clandestine machinations. As the realms of men navigated the tumultuous currents of politics in Skyrim's eastern reaches, a future sovereign began his journey. Born amidst the snow-capped peaks, Joran, destined for greatness, drew his first breath. Venturing south to Rivenspire, the year 551 bore witness to a grim chapter in history. The clash between the houses Montclair and Tamroth stained the land crimson, leaving scars that echoed through the annals of time. Across the continent, in the cradle of Alinor, the year 555 welcomed the birth of Irene, a beacon of hope in troubled times. Even as tensions simmered, her arrival offered a glimmer of solace amidst the chaos. Meanwhile, in the shadow of Morrowind, the year 559 witnessed a clash of blades and ambitions. House Lalu's bid for dominance clashed with the staunch resistance of House Dress, igniting a conflict that would shape the region's fate. but nature's wrath knows no bounds. In 560, the Nahartan flu emerged from the depths of Black Marsh, a silent harbinger of death. Stormhold, its epicenter, became a crucible of suffering, as the contagion claimed countless lives, sparing only the Argonians. As the plague spread its tendrils across Shadowfen, the year 561 descended into darkness. Communities once vibrant with life lay silent, their inhabitants claimed by the merciless grip of the Nahartan flu. Yet amidst the turmoil, a glimmer of prosperity arose in the west. In the rugged hills of High Rock, the discovery of a vast orichalcum deposit breathed new life into Cumberland mines. Earl Amaric's vision of prosperity beckoned, promising to reshape the fortunes of Wayrest and beyond. In the annals of history, the year 563 stands as a testament to the resilience of the Kothringi, a once thriving race dwelling within the depths of Black Marsh. As the Nahartan flu swept across the land, their silver-skinned forms proved susceptible to its merciless grasp. Though believed by many to have succumbed to extinction, the indomitable spirit of the Kothringi persisted through two remarkable tales of survival. One such saga unfolded upon the decks of the Crimson Ship, a vessel that dared to challenge the treacherous waters in a desperate bid for salvation. Laden with hope and desperation, a group of Kothringi set sail, seeking refuge beyond the borders of their homeland. Yet their odyssey was fraught with rejection as city after city denied them harbor. In the end, they vanished into the horizon, leaving behind a legacy of courage and uncertainty. In a realm touched by the whims of Daedric influence, the chieftain of Stillrise Village embarked on a darker path. Desperate to shield his people from the plague's relentless advance, he forged a pact with Clavicus Vile, the Prince of Trickery. In exchange for immortality, the chieftain and his tribe surrendered their mortal flesh, becoming undead abominations cloaked in illusion. Thus, the legacy of the Kothringi endured, though twisted by the hands of fate. As whispers of despair echoed across the swamps of Black Marsh, a different tale unfolded in the rugged hills of High Rock. The Nahartan flu's relentless march claimed the lives of Emeric's father and the entire royal lineage of House Gardner. Amidst the chaos, nobles turned to Emeric, urging him to seize the mantle of leadership. Reluctantly, he ascended the throne of Wayrest, burdened by the weight of duty and grief. Yet, amidst the shadows of uncertainty, a glimmer of hope emerged. On the day of Emeric's coronation, a celestial spectacle graced the skies, bathing the realm in a halo of divine approval. The auspicious sign dispelled the king's doubts, rallying both allies and rivals to his cause. However, challenges awaited, chief among them, the question of his betrothal. In the intricate dance of politics, alliances hung in the balance as suitors vied for Emeric's favor. While King Rancer of Shornhelm eagerly offered his daughter's hand, fate had different plans. A chance encounter in the vibrant streets of Sentinel unveiled Princess Mariah, a vision of grace and wisdom. From that moment, Emeric knew that destiny had intertwined their fates, setting the stage for a union that would shape the course of history. Yet, love and diplomacy proved fragile in the face of ambition. King Rancer's fury knew no bounds as Emeric's affections turned elsewhere. Withdrawing his envoy, he harbored resentment, a spark that ignited the flames of conflict. In the spring of 566, amidst blooming flowers and whispered promises, King Emeric wed Princess Mariah. Their union not only solidified their bond, but also heralded a new era of prosperity. As the kingdoms of Wayrest and Sentinel forged a trade agreement, the promise of wealth and stability beckoned. Embracing his newfound role, Emeric turned his gaze toward the horizon, his ambitions reaching beyond the borders of Shornhelm. Yet, amidst the clamor of triumph, shadows lingered, a harbinger of challenges yet to come. In the year 568, the halls of Evermore echoed with the somber toll of transition. King Blaze, a stalwart ruler, passed into legend, leaving his mantle to be borne by his son, Emond. As the kingdom mourned its loss, the weight of leadership descended upon the new king's shoulders, a burden tempered by the legacy of his forebears. Amidst the shifting tides of fate, Brother Annulus embarked on a sacred task, transcribing the storied annals of the Dragon Guard. Within the hallowed confines of Skyhaven Temple, His quill danced upon parchment, weaving tales of valor and sacrifice into the chronicles of the annals of the Dragon Guard. Through his diligence, the echoes of an ancient order resonated anew, safeguarding the memories of a bygone era. Yet, amidst the tranquility of scholarly pursuits, the specter of invasion loomed on the horizon. In the fateful year of 572, Tamriel trembled beneath the shadow of a second Akaviri onslaught. This time, it was not the Sygic who led the charge, but the Kamal, frostborn demons from the distant shores of Akavir. With ruthless efficiency, Aedra Sumde Kamal descended upon Skyrim's icy domain, his legions laying waste to the venerable city of Windhelm. Amidst the chaos, tragedy befell the royal house, as Queen Mabjan and her daughter, Nirnhilda, fell beneath the invaders' blades. Yet, from the ashes of despair, a spark of hope endured, embodied in the form of Joran and Fildgor, heirs to the shattered throne. From the heart of Riften, Joran bore witness to the fall of his homeland, its proud walls crumbling before the tide of Akaviri aggression. Seeking aid from the revered Greybeards, he embarked on a quest for salvation, his resolve steeled by the teachings of ancient heroes. In the wake of devastation, whispers of a mysterious artifact, the ordained receptacle, echoed through the annals of history. Aedra Sum's relentless pursuit hinted at a deeper purpose, driving him to forsake conventional strategy in favor of a desperate quest. United by a common foe, Joran and Ismir Wolfarth, the Ash King, rallied the disparate forces of Skyrim, their banners unfurling in defiance against the encroaching darkness. With Morrowind besieged by Akaviri aggression, the Dunmer rallied beneath the standard of Almalexia, their unity a bulwark against the invaders' advance. Yet, amidst the chaos of battle, an unlikely alliance emerged. As Dunmer and Nord clashed with the Kamal horde, the tides of fate shifted, and the Akaviri found themselves beset from all sides. The intervention of the Argonian shellbacks, guided by the will of the Hist, tipped the scales in favor of the besieged alliance, their timely arrival securing victory amidst the blood-soaked sands of Stonefalls. Though marred by inconsistencies, the Battle of Stonefalls heralded a new dawn for Tamriel. Joran returned to Windhelm as High King of Skyrim, his ascension marking the birth of the Ebonheart Pact. In the aftermath of conflict, the bonds of friendship forged between nations stood as a beacon of hope, promising unity in the face of adversity. In the wake of tumultuous events, the year 573 ushered in an era of scholarly endeavor as Emperor Leovic commissioned the creation of the Emperor's Guide to Tamriel. Within its pages, the rich tapestry of Tamriel's history and culture would be immortalized for generations to come, serving as a beacon of knowledge amidst the chaos of the times. As the wheels of fate turned, the year 576 marked a pivotal moment in imperial history. Emperor Leovic, the last scion of the Longhouse emperors, extended a controversial decree legalizing Daedric worship within the borders of Cyril. This divisive act proved to be the final straw for many Imperials, igniting a powder keg of dissent that would soon erupt into open rebellion. From the shadows of dissent emerged Varen Aquilarios, the Duke of Coral, his rallying cry echoing across the heartlands of Clovia. With unwavering resolve, he marshaled his forces, confronting the armies of his imperial overlords in a bid for freedom and self-determination. Amidst the chaos of rebellion, whispers of intrigue swirled through the courts of Rimmon. In a daring coup, Euraxia Tharn seized power, her ascent to the throne heralding a new era of uncertainty for the kingdom. Meanwhile, Varen entrusted the defense of Kvatch to his nephew, Carolus Aquilarios, unwittingly setting the stage for a clash of titans. In the ensuing turmoil, the Count of Anvil seized the opportunity to expand his influence, launching a relentless fortified walls. Yet Carolus proved to be a formidable adversary, his steadfast defense weakening Anvil's grip on the region. In the year 507, the once proud city of Anvil fell under the shadow of tyranny as the pirate queen Fortuna Abdegal seized control. With the Gold Coast firmly in her grasp, she plotted to extend her dominion, casting a dark shadow over the region's future. Meanwhile, Varen Aquilarios marched upon the imperial city, his legions laying siege to the very heart of imperial power. In a fateful confrontation, Varen confronted Emperor Leovic, the last vestige of the Longhouse emperors, and struck him down, claiming the mantle of imperial authority for himself. As Emperor Varen Aquilarios ascended to the Ruby Throne, he sought to legitimize his rule through marriage to Clivia Tharn, a union fraught with political intrigue and ambition. Yet, beneath the veneer of unity, whispers of dissent echoed through the hallowed halls of power. Driven by ambition and the guidance of his enigmatic advisor, Manamako, Varen embarked on a quest to retrieve the Amulet of Kings. United by a common purpose, the five companions set forth on a journey fraught with peril, their fate entwined with the destiny of Tamriel itself. In the year 578, amidst the swirling currents of political upheaval, Chancellor Abna Tharn commissioned a revision of the Emperor's Guide to Tamriel. Yet, even as scholars toiled to preserve knowledge, the fabric of reality itself trembled beneath the weight of betrayal. In a stunning act of treachery, Manamako betrayed Varen Aquilarios, corrupting the ritual to become dragonborn. The resulting cataclysm, known as the Soul Burst, unleashed untold chaos upon Tamriel, shattering the fragile balance between realms and ushering in an age of darkness. As Daedric forces surged forth, the constellation of the Serpent cast its ominous shadow across the night sky, heralding a time of unprecedented strife. In the chaos that followed, the Daedric prince Murloc Bale seized upon the opportunity, deploying dark anchors to enact his sinister plan of conquest. In the year 579, the dark tide of despair continued to sweep across Tamriel. The once proud city of Kvatch fell victim to the Gottshah massacre, its defenders overwhelmed by the relentless onslaught of Fortuna Abdugal's forces. In a desperate bid for survival, Carolus Aquilarios pledged fealty to the pirate queen, sealing the Gold Coast's fate as an independent state. Amidst the chaos, Clivia Tharn assumed the mantle of Empress Regent, her ascent to power orchestrated by the puppet master, Manamarco. With dark forces manipulating events from the shadows, Tamriel teetered on the brink of oblivion. In the distant realm of the Somerset Isles, the year 580 heralded the return of a long-lost monarch. Erin, the rightful heir to the throne, reclaimed her birthright, ascending to the throne as Queen of Alinor. United in purpose, she forged the First Aldmeri Dominion, a bastion of unity amidst the chaos of the Three Banners War. Year 582 witnessed the dawn of a new chapter in the annals of Tamrielic history, as adventurers from across the realm embarked on a journey into the heart of darkness. The Elder Scrolls Online beckoned, casting players into the role of a soulless wanderer stranded in the desolate realm of Cold Harbor, a domain ruled by the malevolent Daedric prince, Murloc Bale. In this epic saga, the fabled five companions were reborn, united once more in their quest to thwart the schemes of Murloc Bale and restore balance to the mortal realm. Led by the enigmatic prophet, revealed to be none other than Varen Aquilarios himself, the companions embarked on a series of daring adventures that would shape the fate of Tamriel for generations to come. The valiant efforts of the Fighters Guild saw the destruction of the Immortum Vivicus, a powerful weapon wielded by Murloc Bal to further his nefarious agenda. Meanwhile, the Mages Guild, under the guidance of the venerable Archmage Shalador, reclaimed the long-lost sanctuary of Ivea from the clutches of the Shivering Isles, restoring it to its rightful place in the fabric of Tamriel. As the forces of darkness gathered, the Dragon Guard agent known as the Drake of Blades joined forces with the Soulless One to thwart a sinister plot in the Imperial City. Together, they prevented the destruction of the Sublime Brazier, a crucial component in the ritual of lighting the dragonfires, thus averting a catastrophic event that threatened to plunge Tamriel into eternal darkness. Amidst the chaos of war, the three alliances convened on the neutral ground of Stirk to discuss a joint invasion of Cold Harbor. However, their fragile alliance was tested as Murloc Bale's forces launched a preemptive strike, plunging the island into chaos. Undeterred, the combined might of the guilds spearheaded an assault into the heart of Cold Harbor, led by the indomitable Soulless One. In the climactic battle that ensued, the Soulless One confronted Murloc Bale atop the Tower of Lies, the fate of Tamriel hanging in the balance. With unwavering resolve, they emerged victorious, shattering the chains of the Planameld and thwarting Murloc Bale's diabolical scheme to merge Tamriel with Cold Harbor. Yet the saga of the Elder Scrolls Online was far from over. In the years that followed, new adventures awaited, each more perilous than the last. Year 583 saw the departure of Orsinium from the Daggerfall Covenant, as King Kurog's ambitions met a tragic end at the hands of betrayal and treachery. Meanwhile, in the sun-scorched sands of southern Hammerfell, the Thieves' Guild of Abba's Landing rose from the shadows to reclaim its former glory. Count Aquilarius of Kvatch emerged as a formidable power on the Gold Coast, orchestrating the downfall of the pirate queen Fortunata Abdugal and asserting his dominance over the region. As turmoil gripped the eastern reaches of Tamriel, the island of Vardenfell became a battleground for ancient powers. Clavicus Vile and his canine companion, Barbas, sought to seize control of the Sunara, a powerful artifact crafted by the god Sotha Sil himself. Yet, their plans were thwarted by a brave band of adventurers, led by the enigmatic Soulless One. In the swirling maelstrom of conflict, alliances were tested and loyalties questioned. The Crystal Tower of the Somerset Isles became the focal point of a deadly struggle between the Daedric princes, each vying for supremacy over the realm of mortals. Yet in the end, it was the courage and determination of the Soulless One that ensured the tower's salvation and the preservation of Tamriel's future. As the tumultuous events of the Second Era drew to a close, the stage was set for a new chapter in Tamriel's history. Yet the echoes of the past would linger, shaping the destinies of mortals and gods alike in the centuries to come. In the waning years of the Second Era, the specter of the Nahartan flu gradually receded, leaving behind a legacy of fear and caution that lingered in the marshes of Black Marsh for generations to come. Meanwhile, on the distant shores of Stros Mackay, the Majors Guild was officially chartered, heralding a new era of organized maritime trade and commerce in the region. The year 730 marked a momentous occasion as the enigmatic island of Artaeum re-emerged from the mists of history after 5 centuries of seclusion. Home to the illustrious Sigic Order, Artaeum's return to Tamrielic affairs promised to usher in a new era of enlightenment and arcane wisdom. As the final century of the Second Era dawned, the city-state of Rimmon asserted its independence, breaking free from the yoke of external influence to chart its own destiny. Though it paid homage to the Main of Elsewhere to safeguard its sovereignty, Rimmon stood as a beacon of autonomy in a tumultuous age. In the year 828, amidst the shifting sands of political intrigue, the future emperor Tiber Septim was born, destined to leave an indelible mark on the annals of history. His birth heralded the dawn of a new era, one fraught with ambition and conflict, as the Aldmeri Dominion rose once more to challenge the stability of Tamriel. Year 831 saw the birth of a legendary figure in the annals of Redguard history, as Cyrus the Restless entered the world in the bustling city of Sentinel. A renowned mercenary and adventurer, Cyrus would go on to carve his name into the tapestry of Tamrielic lore with his daring exploits and indomitable spirit. The year 852 marked the beginning of the Tiber Wars, a tumultuous period of conflict and upheaval that would reshape the political landscape of Tamriel for generations to come. Led by the charismatic King Cullacane of Falkreath and his trusted general, Talos, the forces of Skyrim and the Clothian estates waged war against the Reachmen and the heartlands of Cyrodiil. Amidst the chaos of battle, Talos' strategic brilliance and martial prowess earned him widespread acclaim, as tales of his daring exploits spread far and wide. With the capture of the Amulet of Kings at the Battle of Senkator, Talos ascended to the throne as Emperor Tiber Septim, marking the beginning of a new era of imperial rule. Yet, the path to power was fraught with peril, as Emperor Tiber Septim faced numerous challenges to his authority. In the year 857, a rebellion of moth priests rocked the imperial city, prompting a swift and decisive response from the newly crowned emperor. The Third Legion, known as the Faithful, quashed the uprising, cementing Tiber Septim's grip on power. In the ensuing years, the Tiber Wars raged on, with battles raging across the length and breadth of Tamriel. From the naval skirmishes off the coast of Wayrest to the sack of Senchal and elsewhere, the conflict left a trail of devastation in its wake. In the year 862, the death of High King Thazar II of Hammerfell plunged the region into turmoil as Baron Volag of the Forebears initiated a revolution to reinstate the Republic. Meanwhile, the Battle of Black Rocks in 863 dealt a devastating blow to the Imperial forces, decimating the Third Legion and reshaping the course of the war. As the flames of conflict engulfed the continent, the fate of Tamriel hung in the balance, its future uncertain amidst the chaos of war and upheaval. Yet, amidst the turmoil, the seeds of a new empire were sown as Emperor Tiber Septim and his legions marched ever onward, determined to unite the disparate realms of Tamriel under a single banner. In the year 864, the Battle of Stros Makai, also known as the Battle of Hunting Bay, etched its mark on the annals of Redguard history, serving as a pivotal moment in the struggle for dominance between the Crowns and the Forebears. Prince Aetor, scion of the Crowns and valiant leader of his people, had led his forces to a string of victories against the Forebears, driving them to desperate measures. Seeking aid from the burgeoning empire under Tiber Septim's banner, the Forebears struck a bargain that would alter the course of history. Responding to the plea for assistance, Tiber Septim dispatched Lord Admiral Emil Richten to quell the Crown forces, setting the stage for the decisive confrontation at Stros Makai. Amidst the tumult of battle, the fortunes of war shifted with the untimely demise of Prince Aedr, felled by the treacherous hand of a Dunmer assassin. Despite the valiant efforts of Archmage Voa to preserve the prince's soul, the Crown forces suffered a crushing defeat, leading to the burning of Stros Makai's old quarter and the annihilation of the remaining Crown-allegiant Restless League. In the aftermath of the battle, survivors sought refuge within the hallowed halls of the Temple of Arkay, finding sanctuary amidst the chaos of war. Yet, even within the sacred confines of the temple, the specter of imperial dominion loomed large, as the priests were compelled to surrender the wounded to their conquerors. The Battle of Stros Makai marked a turning point in the conflict, as the Redguard forces were either vanquished or subdued, paving the way for imperial rule over the region. However, the seeds of rebellion were sown amidst the ashes of Stros Makai, as siblings Cyrus and Azara emerged as the vanguard of resistance against imperial oppression. With the Restless League rallying to their cause, they launched a daring uprising against the provisional governor, Emil Richten, and the imperial forces, culminating in the liberation of Stros Makai and the downfall of the empire's authority. The events of Stros Makai precipitated a series of negotiations between the Redguards and the empire, leading to the signing of the First Treaty of Stros Makai. This landmark agreement granted the natives of Hammerfell a degree of autonomy within the empire, allowing them to retain their titles and govern themselves as a province under imperial suzerainty. In the same year of 164, amidst the tumult of war and diplomacy, the first edition of the Pocket Guides of the Empire was published by the Imperial Geographical Society, offering a comprehensive overview of Tamrielic geography and culture. As Tiber Septim continued his conquests, the Tiber Wars raged on, with the emergence of new challenges and adversaries on the horizon. By the year 882, the machinations of Digoth-Ur beneath the Red Mountain threatened to destabilize Morrowind, setting the stage for a confrontation with the burgeoning empire. In the years that followed, Tiber Septim's relentless campaign to unify Tamriel brought him to the shores of Morrowind, where he faced fierce resistance from the Tribunal and their allies. In a bid to secure victory, Tiber Septim brokered the Armistice of Morrowind, granting the region a degree of autonomy within the empire while solidifying imperial control over the province. With the acquisition of the Numidium, a powerful Dwemer artifact, Tiber Septim's conquest of Tamriel neared its completion, heralding the dawn of a new era of imperial dominance. As the Second Era drew to a close in the year 896, Tiber Septim's triumphant ascension to the throne of a united Tamriel marked the beginning of a new chapter in history. With the proclamation of the Third Era and the subjugation of the Elves of Somerset, the stage was set for the Empire's inexorable march towards destiny.